Joined now by the driver of the number 15 Honda for Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing, Graham Rahal, who was the driver with the fastest no-toe speed yesterday, also the driver who ran the most laps yesterday. So, Graham, after a full day's worth and then this morning's session, what are your thoughts heading into the night session tonight?
Yeah, I think we probably did the most laps again. Yeah, we got it. Got the most laps again this morning. I don't know why, but our guys like to pound laps, so that's all right. You know, we'll just keep driving when they tell me to. But yeah, last night was good. You know, it's the conditions are tricky a little bit. You know, because it is cool. It actually warmed up more today than we expected, but it's cooler than it's probably going to be on the race weekend. And last night it cooled down quite a bit, and I think this evening it's going to get pretty chilly here towards the end of the session. So therefore the grip level's way higher, and you know everything else. So the speeds will look good. But you know I felt good last night. We didn't really push it that hard, and yet the car had plenty of pace. This morning, you know I don't know. Every time we try to trim out and push a little harder, we get pretty loose, which around here is not what you want to do. As unfortunately shown by Alex, you know, this morning, it's just there's no time to react. When it goes wrong, it happens so fast that sure isn't a lot of fun. But we're ready to go. You know, we're just trying to pound through a whole bunch of stuff, get through a list of a ton of things. You know, and as a single car team, obviously that's why we have to run the amount of laps that we do. Is just, you know, we're really just learning off of one car. So it's been good so far, but hopefully we can improve a little bit tonight because we need to get the rear a little bit more under control. So we'll see how it goes.
Joined also now by Sebastien Bourdais of Dale Coyne Racing. Sebastien, especially yesterday, you and your teammate Ed Jones saw some success, especially on the time charts yesterday. What kind of program are you guys going through as you both get used to going to a new team this year and also each other as teammates?
Yeah, I think everybody's been working pretty well. I mean, we're still looking for a bit of extra speed, but you know, so is everybody else. So you know, we obviously look pretty settled straight away because Ed had that rookie day on Wednesday. So you know, we were both pretty comfortable. I had the opportunity to shake his car down and do 10 laps like you can when there is a rookie day like that, and so that gives you a little bit of extra confidence, and then we could run a fairly trim car straight away. So we kind of looked good for the first half hour, but really that didn't last very long. Yeah, no, overall it's pretty much the same between yesterday and today. We got to the thick of it today and really trimmed the car out pretty much. What we got is what we got, but you know, you can always, you know, make small adjustments after that, get the balance a little closer, so you get a bit less scrub and this and that. But yeah, we're pretty close to the best we can do, I think here. I think Mikael, you know, probably got the very best of it from what I can see, because it's about, I think, where we're all gonna end up on the Honda side. But you know, after that the race is quite a bit different, and you got to have a big game of patience. So that's what we're going to be working on mostly tonight. Ed's done a good job, and you know, it's just staying a couple of steps behind, just not to you know, make a mistake and rush through. But you know, it's pretty quick right now, and yeah, I think everything's going to plan.
Questions for Sebastien and Graham. Mary?
Sebastien, how does it feel to be back united with Craig Hampson after, you know, a number of years of being apart? Do you just kind of pick up where you left off?
Well, I don't expect the same kind of success, but yeah, I think it was pretty funny when we got back. You know, in straight away in it, Gateway was you know, it was like it had never really stopped. And then sure enough, when we got to Sebring on a track that we both know each other very well, the you know the old habits kind of kicked right back in, and you know, it was a lot of changes, a lot of reads, a lot of stuff to go through, and yeah, we're very happy with the way the test that was going. The guys did a great job. I don't recall that I've ever gone through so many changes, as big changes on the car over a 2-day test, and we got out of this with a very happy car. So we'll see. Sometimes you get out of Sebring being very happy, and you show up at St. Pete, and it's all different. So we'll see. It tended to be not like that in Champ cars, but on the IndyCar side, we've struggled to make things transfer from Sebring to St. Pete. So we'll see how good we get it, but it was definitely really exciting to get back with Craig, and Olivier is obviously completes the trio and makes it a really solid group, and we got some really good mechanics, and thanks to Dale, the whole thing has become possible. So I couldn't really be any happier.
Other questions? Yes, Mary.
Graham, what in your situation? I think you've said that your team has pretty much stayed the same, and you seem to like having the focus of a one-car team to a certain extent. Tom German has joined your team, and you alluded to a few things that he might have picked up on when he first came on board. How is that working within the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. I think Tom's a guy who's at Penske for 15 plus years, and then obviously was with Rossi last year, amongst others. And, the biggest thing with Tom is to come in and implement some of the processes that, say, a Penske does in areas that we aren't that strong. Even areas actually that we thought we were. And then he came in and looked and mentioned a whole bunch of stuff. And then, for instance, we've struggled with our car with massive tire vibrations for the last couple of years. Like, it killed me at Iowa last year. I had no hope. And already he's cured that in this test, with ideas and knowledge that he brought from Penske over the years. So there's stuff like that we were just struggling hard with, and Tom has brought a wealth of knowledge. But overall, it's just another addition to our great core of engineering and people and mechanics and everybody. Yeah, I mean, we're a small team. Do I like the focus of a one car? I mean, to be honest with you, I was pushing. I can't tell you how many sponsor meetings I had this winter, pushing for Oriole to try to get him in here on a full-time second. And we were close, but just didn't work out. But I'd love to have a guy like that because he could certainly help us. One of my concerns is always just stalling out. As a single car, you see the amount of laps we're pounding here. We have to. I mean, we're trying things, on tires we probably shouldn't be running on, but we have to try to do things because it's, as a single car, you're only getting knowledge from one source. So it'd be nice to have Oriole or, somebody like that if we could. Oriole's always been my first choice because he and I are extremely compatible and have the same read on things. But, it hasn't been in the cards just yet. So we'll see what happens. But Tom's been great, and I think Eddie and Martin and Mike and the whole core group of guys has done an excellent job. I mean, we lost one guy this winter. So far we haven't really filled that spot because we haven't needed to. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes forward. But everybody's working hard, and trust me, there's a lot of, they want to be top Honda team once again, and we want to, go fight for a championship like we have the last couple seasons. So everybody's there's a lot of fire in the stomachs and ready to go.
Bruce.
You want to be a top Honda team again, but yet you've got sitting next to you a guy who's on a much improved Honda team with that operation. And what's that going to be like to, he's going to step it up with the engineering, and it's going to be a pretty powerful team.
Look, I've worked with Seb, and I've worked with Hampson, so I know both, and I fully expect them to win races. I think everybody does. And obviously, let's not forget those other guys that have joined Honda. They're going to be damn good. So I mean, we've already seen things today. I mean, from an aerodynamic standpoint, they're parked right next to us, and we're seeing aero configurations on their car that we've never seen run on a Honda before. And with the tunnel and stuff that they have access to learn that info. And for us, we're sitting there looking at it, going, Jesus, what'd they figure out that we haven't over the last couple of years, just as far as the basic aero package and stuff, but. They're gonna elevate the game too. We're all gonna have to push very hard. I mean, as Seb said, I still think here we're gonna be lacking a bit of pace. There's no doubt. particularly in qualifying, because my lap was half decent. I tried to trim more than that and about ended up in the fence. So I'm not sure how much more there is, But we'll have to see come race weekend. But everybody's going to elevate their game. We're all pushing hard. We're all pushing. And I say top Honda. We don't want to be just top Honda. I mean, obviously, we're all here to win a championship, right? So that's the focus. That's what we're going to try to do.
Any final questions? Gentlemen, thank you very much. Oh, one more for Patrick.
Question: were you guys in your cars when Rossi crashed, or are you getting in?
Yeah, I was about to start. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah, even with the helmet on, I think it was pretty distinctive that something big had happened. And my spotter came on the radio. It was like, "Oh boy, that was big." So yeah, we never really want to hear that.
So
And I was about to go and do a quali run
here.
as well. So it's like, damn, I didn't really want to hear that right before. It kind of hurts a little bit the confidence.
I was in the same spot. I was literally buckling in, and we were going to go do a qual sim, and without a doubt, as a driver, I think that's one of the hardest situations and challenges to go through. Is you see that, you hear it, and you're next man up. So it's always hard to just get it out of your mind. I mean, I've been in qualifying line at Indy, sitting there next guy to go, and RHR crashed in 08, right before. It was my first ever qualifying at Indy, too, and I'm sitting there just absolutely sweating bullets. So, yeah, it's. I hope. I haven't seen Alex or talked to him. I hope he's good. He's going to be sore. Those sort of things happen. But, thank. And I think I speak on behalf of everybody. I got to say, yesterday we had a safety meeting, and I could not feel better or more thankful for Jeff Horton, Terry Trammell, the group of people we have behind us, because those hits used to take you out for weeks, and nowadays they've improved it so much. And I've seen other motorsports and stuff, and the guys that we have are absolutely the best. So we really appreciate them.